All right, so welcome in. We got Benjie Nudo, Palomar College uh, basketball player. We interviewed his teammate, your guy Isaiah Pomer, a couple of weeks ago. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to come on and hop on with it. How's everything going, man?
Everything's going great. Um, Fresh off a weekend from our big battle we had on Friday night at 7 o'clock at Miramar. Um, this battle, man. This is why this was an emotional battle. We lost
Oh yeah,
92-87, and i- the place was packed. The crowd was going crazy. It was just it's everything you want in a basketball game,
mm,
and the lights were bright. And man, I can't even I couldn't sleep the past 2 nights after it, and it was my former team, and I was on this team a year ago, and I'll tell you the truth, they didn't want me. They didn't want
mm.
me on the team. I didn't even make it to the jamboree tournament, you know?
Wow.
I after that, I start working in Amazon delivery, I start having a couple jobs. Sometimes, I'm still getting my shots in though, but I wasn't a part of the team, and I love being a part of a team,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you the whole story. I get a text from Coach Ivan and Coach Meyer. It's like, come to an open run in April. And right now, I haven't been on a team. My first team I was on was Miracosta. Then I transferred to Miramar, closer to home, right?
Hmm.
So I get that text coming down to April, coming to open runs, and I'm on the team, love the guys, and I stay there, and then the whole time I'm like, when we play Miramar, I want to, we got to go play Miramar. Whenever we
Okay.
play them, I'm putting that down right on my schedule. Like I want them bad, really bad, and very highly anticipated. I'll tell the guys all the time, like after practice, during practice, like, hey, January 9th, we're gonna play Miramar. We're gonna
Mm,
beat these guys. And it was a rivalry, so that's why you got people there. They know about it. They know, they know about the story, kind of a little
hmm.
bit. And then you got a guy on the team who went to my high school as well. So also my brother, his friends come to watch. It's a big crowd. We let it slip away. We were up 60-50 in that game, and it was just a battle. It's sometimes, you have games, and it's just like you wish you can just change the outcome of the game. And that's why every night, like when I was sleeping after the game, I was just trying to change the outcome in my head, but I couldn't, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was just like, I wish it ended differently. But we play them February 6th, so we're gonna run it back, and we're gonna play these guys. So just a battle though. I
Yeah.
was, you know, emotional after the game. Guys are just like, man, just devastated. But it's basketball, man. You can't say nothing after. But as bad as you want to beat your former team, you can't say much.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
man, you gave us a lot there, and it's great.
Yeah, I
Um,
wanted to kind of dive into it right away a
yeah.
little bit.
So let's.
Yeah.
I guess a question I have for you about that is like, what was it like? What did it feel like that day? Last year when they don't want you, when you're not on the team, when you get that notification, hey, you're not going to be on this
Mm,
team. What was that
yeah.
like?
Yeah. I remember the exact day, September 17th, 2024. And I, it was kind of steering towards that road. So I was kind of getting a feeling weeks prior. I was like, oh, what's going on here? I'm on the gray team. They had before we got to the Jamboree, they had five different teams, lineups. Top team, you had the top team, and then you had the gray team as the worst team. I was on the gray team.
Mm,
And, I don't know if they were testing me or it was just, I don't know what it was, but it comes to find out they weren't testing me. They actually didn't really like me at all. They didn't want any of my friendship. They didn't want, nothing to do with me.
mm,
And, you know, come to the tournament, they're like, "Hey, you're not invited to the jamboree." I'm like, "All right, is this a test or something?" And then you found that out a week before the 17th, and then I have a meeting with the coach, and it's like, "Hey, you could still stay on the team, you could still play with the guys, but you're probably not going to play a lot this year." I just like that lit such a fire, lit such a
mm,
fire under me. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, dude, why? I mean, I've proved so much to you guys. I mean, I was playing at Miracosta as one of the starters over there, playing against these guys, and I mean, I'm gonna have like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds ahead of me, and I just took it as such disrespect,
hmm.
and I was just like, all right. So when I was feeling that moment, it was stunning. I was stunned, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I can't do this. So I go for look for the transfer. I look to transfer, and I try to transfer on to Mesa, but since I was already started off at Miramar when school started, I wasn't allowed to play. I wasn't
Mm,
allowed to play that season. So it was devastating. You work so hard your whole life to play basketball and then it's just stripped from you. So that's
yeah,
why there's such a fire, such a fire to take these guys down,
yeah,
so yeah,
100%.
So
but
on that game on Friday, how hard was it to kind of battle those emotions and not let it like kind of get to your head and affect your play? Because I'm sure it was a lot for you.
oh, totally. When I was younger, actually, I used to kind of in those moments emotionally, I was kind of immature, so I would used to like, oh, get a hard foul out, get technical fouls. But I would say that game, it was hard. It's hard not to like look at the assistant coaches on the assistant coach on Miramar and not just say something to him, because
Yeah.
he was the one that disrespected me the most. He
Mm,
disrespected me. I talked to my coach about it now. You know, we talk about it. We know that guy disrespected me so much beyond basketball. It wasn't even about basketball at this point. So it became personal. And so it's hard to go out there in a little bit and just not say something. But at the end of the day, you want to win. You can't do anything stupid. You can't get a tech. You can't get fouled out because you got to win. As bad as you want to, shove a guy, hit a guy, or say something to the coach, you just can't because they don't. The refs don't know the story. They'll tee
mhm.
you up like it's another player. So as bad as I wanted to, I had to stay strapped in, and then especially when we lose, you can't say anything because we lose.
Yeah.
So it sucked. It sucked. One of my worst feelings. But there's always time to get them back.
I mean, you played pretty well in that game. I mean, 21 points on your former team. You guys got the loss, but I don't know what kind of broke down in that game. What did they bring? What did you guys feel like you didn't execute enough in that resulted in that loss?
Right, they had a fiery start to the game. So I actually started that game. My first start of the season. They had a fiery start. They started the game off. I know the score the first like 10 minutes was like 26-19.
Wow.
Or sorry, 29-16. They had a 13-point lead on us. They started with a fiery start. So we were already kind of down under a little bit. And you know, we just kind of controlled it during the half. We started controlling it. Got in our 12 press and they started turning it over. We're pressing, we're trapping, and then they start turning over. I go on a 6-0 run. Our team goes on it, and then I hit back-to-back threes to cut it to 5. We were down 11 at one point, and that they call timeout. Place goes nuts, crowd pop, and that's when we started like, okay, we're gonna win this game. Kind of controlled it, and then yeah, everything kind of set its place after that.
Hmm.
That was a great explanation, bro. I felt like I was at the game right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Shoot.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I
So,
appreciate it.
yes, sir. So that was your first start of the year. When did you find out you were gonna start? Was it that night? Were you in IP's ear like, hey, it's my former team. You got to get me on the floor to start. How'd that kind of work out?
Yeah, actually, I found out literally 2 minutes before the game.
Dang.
I was fine coming off the bench versus the former team. I was okay with it because that's what I'm used to all year. But he came over. He's like, "Hey, you're starting this game." I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Coach," but I was like, "Hey, I'm ready for it." You know me. I didn't want. I'm going to be ready for this. So I stepped up. I started. And I was like, it was nothing new. It was really nothing new. It's not. It's obviously coming off the bench, it's like you kind of get a feel for the game when you're on the bench because you got let the guys who start and let the other team kind of settle into a type of game it's going to be.
Hmm.
But so when you start, you actually one of the guys, one of the 5 that set the tone of the game. So it was a little different. So I was like, okay. So we kind of initially set the tone. We got down under a little bit, but then second, once we kind of got comfortable, we stormed back. So game of runs, but yeah, I
Are you
found
a
out
guy
right
that
before the
feels
game.
like you can come in at any point? Like, are you more comfortable off the bench or like, hey, yeah, I mean, you're able to start and play like you just did?
No, yeah, totally. I feel like I can start, come off the bench. I just think coming off the bench sometimes for this season, since I was so adapted to that, it became
Hmm.
like more of a habit. It's like, okay, now I have a mental like more it's like a more of a mental preparation. It's like I know exactly what I'm gonna do, finding out 2 minutes before the game. It's like, oh, now it's like, oh shit, you
Yeah.
gotta really lock in. You gotta know okay, this is what I'm gonna do this game. It's kind of changes a tad,
Hmm.
but that mentality is all there. It's like you still gotta win,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You want to kind of walk us through like a week of practice and preparation for a game? What are you guys kind of doing in the film room, on the court? Like, what do you do? Is it different team by team, or is it kind of the same thing every week?
So usually it's the same thing every week. Usually we have 3 o'clock film every week, every day. So 3 o'clock film, 4 o'clock practice, and usually the day before a game, it's a little bit of a lighter practice. I would say we do a lot of offensive shell, not too much running, and we just kind of prepare. The couple days before, we do a little bit more running, a little bit more live action stuff. This week's been a little different though. We have a lot of guys sick, a few guys injured. We played a lot of weaker teams. We play Imperial Valley and Grossmont, pretty weak teams. We should go 2-0, but we have a lot of guys down right now. So today, actually yesterday, we didn't even have a practice. Today we just had 7 guys at practice, and
Wow.
we just did like a short walkthrough. We did some live action stuff. It was weird. It's like we only had 7 guys. So everyone just has a little bit of a cold right now. But yeah, practice is, Coach Ivan, he goes after us, man, in practice. He's a hell of a coach, and he runs us. When he's taking over, he runs us right before game day sometimes. He does not care, but at the end of the day, it does make us better. So, I can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's it like playing for Coach Ivan? Like, what was it like when he, initially invited you to, come out to the open gyms and get the tryout? And then what's he been like to play for this year?
Awesome, because he was one of the coaches I hit up a year ago as well. I was like, "Hey, coach," but he couldn't talk to me because he thought I was still at Miramar. But it's
Hmm.
been awesome. He's the best coach I've ever had in my life. He kind of understands my game. I'm more of his style player, so it's been awesome. So everything he says, you just want to work hard for him. And like when he says something, it's like even no matter how tiring it is, no matter how hard it is, maybe if you don't want to do it sometimes, you just want to do it for him though, because
Hmm.
I have such a high level of respect for him. Because he took me in. He didn't have to take me in. He didn't have to recruit me. He understood my game, and he told me from the jump to be Nudo. And I just respected him so much for that because not many coaches over the past 15 years ever just tell me to be myself. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you just want to be yourself, right? That's how you're raised to be, raised to play. So when I get a guy who's on the same level telling me to do that, just and the head coach is like, oh wow, that's it. That's wow, perfect, easy.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome playing with him.
So you mentioned you went to Miracosta, then Miramar. Now you're at Palomar. That'd be listed as a freshman. So could you come back next year? Are you gonna come back? Are you talking to other
You know, I
schools?
I actually think that's might be an error because I am a
Okay.
sophomore. Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be an
Yeah.
error because I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I was wondering
I'm
that.
22 years old, man. I'm gonna
Hey.
I'm gonna graduate here from Palomar in May, and then I'm gonna look for some schools to get recruited from. Hopefully a D2 school, maybe even a D1. Who knows? That's obviously the goal at the end of the day. Play
Yeah.
at a high level, but yeah, I don't know why I said freshman. I saw that. I was like, what are you guys doing? Must have been an
Yeah.
error.
Yeah. I was
But
wondering that too. When you said you started at Miracosta, I was like, wait, does it only count
yeah,
for like however many years you've been at that school? Like that doesn't
yeah,
make sense.
I didn't because I redshirted too. So I had Miracos and I redshirted the year after, and then the year after that I tried to play at Miramar, and then that's when they didn't want me. I was like, all right. So I missed 2 years of basketball.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it's been a long time. It's been a long time, and to stay in the gym and stay in the weight room and get your consistent 400 makes in a day when you're not playing for 2 years, it takes a toll on you. You
Yeah.
know,
I mean, you
So
have to
yeah.
really want it to go in there and keep doing that if you're not playing. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, at least at the time, I didn't know I was not going to play for 2 years,
Yeah.
but and then you gotta just gotta love it. Like I didn't at the time. Obviously, I still love it, but like when you're doing it and going through that process, like I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
don't, even if I wasn't playing, I just want to do this because I love to do it. It's fun to shoot. It's fun to get better and to see your game get better the next day. Get
Yeah.
in the gym. Wow, I'm better. I can do this better than I did yesterday. You just gotta you seriously just gotta be obsessed. And this is something I've been obsessed with my whole life, and I just want to keep playing and hopefully make a career out of it.
Let me ask you, like, where did that, how'd that start? This love for basketball. When did that start? Tell me about that time in your
So
life.
you know, honestly, my favorite team's the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I really started liking them at around 11 and 12 years old. But I was always playing basketball, when I was younger, even younger than that. But just watching, my favorite player is Russell Westbrook. So just watching his passion and watching him go out every day, you know, not caring what anyone thinks about him, just going out, giving it his all, dropping triple doubles. It inspired
Yeah.
me. and then seeing him get criticized and understanding what criticism was, and then seeing me get criticized by a lot of coaches at a lot of levels I was on, even when I was in the 5th grade, making a B team, a C team, 6th grade, making a B team, all the way up till AAU. I was always on the B team, sophomore on JV. It kind of understood the criticism he was getting. I understood the criticism I was getting. And it's like, you know what? He goes out there and doesn't care. And it just lit such a fire
Hmm.
under me, and I just wanted to, I want to be the best. Like I was just thinking when I was in high school, so I see a lot of people get publicity, and in my head, I'm just like, I didn't get anything, and it's like, well, you know what, this guy has a lot more looks than me. He gets a lot more write ups than me. I was like, I'm just gonna go out and kill him. That's how I was thinking. Like I'm gonna go on the court, I'm gonna annihilate him, and that's what I was thinking. I just wanted to be better than everybody. That was just the goal. It's like,
Yeah,
all right, I'm gonna show you guys out. So that was just my goal at the end of the day.
man, love that, bro. That is
Yeah,
passion right
Yeah.
there.
yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yes, sir. So how does it feel now that you're starting to kind of get noticed? Like I remember even when like that jamboree, they were like talking about Benjie Nudo. I was like, who is this guy? Like who is that? And then yesterday that post came out talking like one of the most underrated players in JUCO. So how does that feel to kind of finally get, kind of like what you
It,
feel like you deserve your whole life?
man, it's awesome. It's because it's everything I worked for, and sometimes I'm almost like, I mean, do I deserve that? In my head, it's like I didn't get anything growing up. I didn't get any of this type of stuff, and it's just like it's truly a blessing. Like it's the best. It's like it's so awesome. You get a post about you and people compliment you, and it's just like, man, like I put this in. This was coming. This it was here. It's here. Like I'm actually like I'm getting support. I'm getting write ups now. I'm getting coaches telling me good things. People coming to watch my games. It's just like I can't ask for a better year, man. It's been awesome how all of this is kind of panning out, especially from going from an Amazon delivery driver and not even being a part of a team. It's like I'm going over here to now I'm back to playing basketball. It truly reminds me of the movie Gladiator. Like I don't know if you guys seen that
Oh
movie,
yeah,
one of my
yeah,
favorite movies. Maximus was a general. He was playing ball. Think about I kind of correlated to my life a little bit. He was playing. He was a general in Germania. He's playing now, and I was a basketball player. He kind of he gets betrayed. I get cut, and it's like you're down at the bottom. You're kind of you're both at the bottom a little bit. Then you work your way up to the top. And that's
yeah,
how I was correlating this whole thing, this whole process. Like, okay, I'm gonna work my way. I'm gonna work my way to the top. I'm gonna just keep striving, keep going crazy. I'm gonna work my way to the top, and now not the top yet, but I'm coming for it. I want it. So that's kind of I'm a big movie guy. You know.
yeah. Okay. What are
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
of your put you on the spot? Like list some of your favorite movies, man. If you were to
Yeah. I gotta go. Yeah.
give us some.
Gladiator number one. I gotta say Interstellar number two.
Okay,
And
yeah.
and this one's a bit of a shocker. I got Jurassic World number three, the one with Chris Pratt.
Oh
It's
really?
yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why I really like that movie. I like his acting in it.
Okay.
And then I would have Godfather one number four and Godfather two number five. Those are my favorite
Okay.
movies.
What a top
Yeah.
five right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I love movies.
I've
But,
seen none of those movies, so I'm gonna have to
you
watch
Whoa, what?
those. I've
you
seen
ever seen
zero, bro.
anything? Oh
No,
man.
That's
You ever
crazy.
watch
You haven't seen
you ever
any
watch
of
The
those movies?
Godfather?
no, dude. I've never seen it. It's a long one, isn't it?
Oh man, I tell you what, those are long movies though. 3 hour movies.
Yeah.
Those are
Dang.
some long movies. But when you're kind of invested, it kind of goes by fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
I say it's long, but then we watch sports and those are like 3, 4 hours, and
yeah,
that
you
feels
gotta
like
think
a lot.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah.
exactly. Yeah. What's your favorite movie though? What you got one?
I gotta go with The Hangover. I'm more of like a comedy guy,
Oh,
so
you're a little bit of
yeah.
comedy guy. Okay, like a Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
Adam Sandler type
All
guy.
right.
All right. You like Step
Yeah.
Brothers? You seen Step
Nah,
Brothers?
I'm not a big like dumb comedy guy. I don't know. I
Yeah.
like I
This
like
dude.
more of that like kind of cruel humor. Like I
There you
probably
okay.
shouldn't laugh at this, but it's funny. Like
Yeah. Hey man, I hear you. No, those movies are good too. I like those type of
yeah,
movies.
yes
You
sir.
know.
I'm just trying to have a good
I like the
time.
rom-coms. I like the rom-coms too. Those are nice.
Yeah.
Those are good little movies. But
I've had to get into those lately. My girl's
it kind of
make me watch those. I was like, gosh,
there you
dude.
go.
A
There you go. You kind of learn to like them though a little bit, you know? You
little
kind of,
bit like
at first
yeah,
like you kind of like it. It's like, oh wow, it's
yeah.
actually not
I'm
bad.
trying to get invested. She's like, oh, like let's wait. I'm like, no, bro, keep it going. Like I'm getting
Keep it
into it
going.
now. Like
Exactly. You get into it like halfway through, like,
Yeah.
it's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love movies, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
I guess if you weren't playing ball, I mean, you just said, hey, you're delivering Amazon a year ago, but if you weren't playing ball, what would you be doing? What would Benjie Nudo be doing?
I would probably get into like editing. I was a big food editor. I used to edit for this influencer about 6 months ago. I kind of had to stop because I was so busy with practicing ball. But I'd probably do something in the content world and
Okay.
kind of be a little influencer. Try to do something like that. I'm gonna get my degree in sociology, but let's be honest, like the whole world today, it's everyone's just trying to be a content creator, and
Yeah.
I find that really interesting. And, I do a lot of edits on CapCut, DaVinci Resolve, so I would probably do something in the editing world. I kind of like that stuff, making videos, but you know, that's probably the route I would take.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of passionate about it, but you know, I always thought about being a coach too, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to, I love basketball, but I don't want to coach. I don't want to really coach people. I do basketball training right now of little kids. I like training, but
Hmm.
like being a coach on a team, that's not really my thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So overall, I'd probably take the editing route, do some
Okay.
editing for people, and kind of make it, see what it takes me
Yeah.
after that.
That's pretty sick, dude. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
There we go. So Connor, when we make it big and we gotta hire an editor, we already know what we're gonna call.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah, that's sure,
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was doing
Yeah.
all the cuts and edits, I was making some cool little videos, but I enjoyed it.
That-
It was fun. It was fun.
That's our least favorite part. We're like, oh, we gotta edit now.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah, do little cuts and that. Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. That's why all these people just be hiring people for them to
Yeah.
edit,
And they make bank too.
It's a
Pay
lot
a
of
good
work.
amount to start editing.
Especially you have different people too. You're editing for like one person this day, the next person this day. It's kind of cool,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know. But yeah.
that would be fire. All right, dude. I gotta ask you because the people want to know. The people being me and Connor. That Christmas tree emoji on your Instagram post. What does that mean? You
Oh
post it all the
man.
time.
Okay, so you noticed the Christmas tree. All right, so
Yep.
Yes,
We caught
yes.
on, bro. We caught on.
yeah,
Right away.
yeah, it's funny. See, I had a feeling you're gonna ask me that. Um, the Christmas tree emoji, it's honestly, I've been doing it since I was a junior in high school. I
Wow.
kind of been putting the emoji. It started with Christmas. I love Christmas, and I just, I put it out there, and all of a sudden, spring came around. I kept using it. It's like I actually just like the emoji itself, so I just keep using the emoji. Just keep throwing it on there, whether it's summer, winter, spring, and I just keep using it. And I don't know what it is, but I throw it on. It just fits. It just fits the sentence. It fits the ending of it. Kind of like it's like a period. It's my version of a period. It just fits it, and I just like it. And it's kind of it just I don't know what there's really no meaning to it. I just really like using it. It's kind of funny, but people
Yeah.
ask me that all the time. Like, what's the Christmas tree mean? I was like, I just like Christmas. It's not.
There you
I just
go.
like, but it's funny. Yeah,
I like that. There we go.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
we had
funny.
been looking at that for a while, and we
You're
were
like,
like,
you're probably like, I thought you're probably, what is this guy talking about? It's not Christmas anymore.
Yeah. I was like, dude, because like I even like I'm not gonna lie, I look stalked because I was like, all right, I want to see how far back this goes, and then I was like, dude, it's since like high school, like there's got to be a meaning, like what's going on? Like what the heck?
That's too funny. It goes back since high school. Yeah, it just kind of became a habit, and people, I was like, it's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool. It's like my little slang now.
I I like that. I was like, dude, it's nothing with his name. Like maybe like his middle name is like Kringle or something. I don't know, dude. Like Saint Nick. I don't know, dude.
Same
Like
thing.
what's going
oh, that's
on?
so funny.
That's funny. That's funny. Pretty cool. That's good. That's good
Hey,
stuff.
okay, so we got to throw. This is another booth talk infamous question. I don't
Mm,
know
So,
if you've seen it. We've asked IP it last time, but one player on the Palomar team, one of your teammates that you would not want to date, your sister. If you have a sister, don't have a
sister. Oh
sister. She's
wow.
the one guy.
Wow. Oh man. Let me think here.
he's gonna think about it. Palmer
Yeah,
Yeah,
had a
let me
quick
better than
think.
answer.
Palmer.
I know Palmer had a quick. I think his answer was Norm, but
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
I really like Norm. I think I would trust Norm. I would trust Norm. He drives a fast car, but you know what I mean. I would trust him. Who would I not let date my sister? Let's see. Um, man, probably what's it, Stewart or Spencer. We have a guy named Spencer on the team. Or Sterling's his name. I call him Spencer though. I call him
Sterling.
Spencer.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We call him Stu. That's why I thought Stewart. You know, I love the guy. For my sister, I probably wouldn't see what I just don't want to see that happening. I just don't. He's a little too nonchalant for a sister of mine. That
Yeah.
would be my sister because yeah, I tend to be a little bit,
Hmm.
kind of crazy. So my sister would probably be a little bit like me. He's just too nonchalant. Great kid though, love him, but probably Stu. You know, I'd say Stu. You know Stu. You guys 6'8".
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good
Yeah.
kid. Yeah, nice kid though. Sweetheart, total sweetheart.
Hey, that's a lot
Yeah.
different of an answer than Palmer did.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. He said Norm right away.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
stood on it too.
Remember,
He was like
he did.
100%.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said, "Don't
no,
let him know you're your sister." That's what he
you know,
said.
Norm's a quiet kid, which is cool about him. He has a cool little quietness about him, and I kind of like it. You can actually trust him at the day to have your back. So I would trust him. I would
There
trust
you
him.
go.
He drives a Hellcat though. That's the only problem.
Mm.
Going down 100 miles down the freeway, I'm like, oh hey, you know,
Watch out for that guy. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's like, geez Louise, this guy's in a music video, but yeah. Oh man,
All right,
love those
give us,
questions.
yes, sir. All right, give us your kind of Mount Rushmore of NBA players.
NBA
Top
players.
four.
Wow.
Yeah.
Top four ever. Wow, this is gonna be controversial here.
All right.
Coach Chase will not agree with me. He's our new assistant coach. Just came in, bet
Mm,
you won't agree with this. But Mount Rushmore, I'm gonna go with MJ. LeBron. I don't like LeBron, but LeBron.
hmm
Um, three, Kobe, for sure. Kobe
Yeah.
and Mount Rushmore's five, right? There's five or four. I think it's
4.
Four. Four.
Yeah.
four, yeah. And then, I might be biased, but I'm gonna put the greatest point guard ever, Russell Westbrook. Yeah,
Hey,
you guys probably
you
think
got to put
different,
your
but
favorite player on the list.
yeah, greatest point guard, statistically the greatest point guard right now. So
Hmm.
I would pick Russell
Mm.
Westbrook. That's my. A lot of people won't agree with Kobe though. I stand
Yeah.
on Kobe, the top three player ever. They always try to take him out of the top five, top 10 sometimes. I'm like, you guys are crazy. You know,
Yeah. When people take him out of the top 10, I'm like, bro, did you even
oh my,
watch his career?
those are the
Yeah.
people just look at the accolades. Yes, he won five championships, but they look at the MVPs that he missed out on.
Yeah.
Screw the accolades. I mean, he got screw the even championships. Obviously, very impressive. But if you look at just like what he's done for the basketball and what he's done with basketball and what he does in big games, you got to really watch every Kobe game. Like
Yeah.
I mean, he scored 81 in a game. Like he is. I would argue him ahead of MJ or LeBron. Like I would seriously like if you're talking pure basketball, he was the
Hmm.
best to ever do it. He was more skilled than MJ.
Oh,
I
okay.
love Kobe. He was a killer,
Yeah.
straight killer. And I love that. I love that about him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I noticed a lot of people, a lot of basketball players I've talked to that, are playing right now that are like our age, your age. Russell Westbrook is one of their favorite players. What about his game, you know, gravitates towards you and maybe to other people?
I think it's his and originally I think a lot of people really started liking him was his ferocious dunks. I think his
Hmm.
dunks were just so cinema. And growing up watching him, I probably never missed really rarely missed a Westbrook game. And just watch him go every night and just throw it down on people in triple overtime or in
Yeah.
crazy games. I've been to probably 20 Westbrook games in real life too. I've been on like five different games that he's been on five different teams. He's been on,
Wow.
like I his game is just it's so inspiring the way he plays. Like he goes out and just like you get rebounds, you get assists, and he just does it so like passionately. Like he just wants to kill everybody in front of him. And I think people kind of take a liking to that and they notice it. But I came across a lot of Westbrook haters too. A lot,
Oh
a
yeah. There's a
lot.
lot of them.
A lot of them. I'm always battling them on social media. I'm like, you guys are crazy. I'm on the Lakers all day, every day page. They trying to bash Westbrook. I was so happy when they beat the Lakers the other night. I was so happy Westbrook had 22 points. But I'll forever stand by Russell. I think he's an NBA legend, and he's just so inspiring to watch when he throws it down, and especially in his prime, he was just
Yeah.
throwing it down over people, dunking on everybody. It was just like holy. It was like wow,
Yeah.
this guy's best player, best point guard ever. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You feel like you try
yeah.
to model your game after him?
Yeah, yeah. I try to hustle. I try to hustle like him. I try to do everything he can do. Obviously, I can't dunk like that. The guy's a maniac. But I would say definitely though. Like that was someone I grew up watching like all the time. So like I wasn't trying to watch Curry. I wasn't trying to watch like guys like that. Like I was trying to watch Westbrook. Like I wanted to play like that. Like I wanted to
Mm,
come down the court and just like crossover, get to the rim, like and one, like flex, and like something about that game, I love that version of basketball so much better. It's so much more powerful,
yeah.
in my opinion. So I would say, yeah, I was trying to model my game, trying to get rebounds, assists like him, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
With the conference season, you guys are 3-1 right now. Uh, there's still a lot of games to be played, but where do you think you guys are at as a group and looking forward, to the rest of the conference schedule? Like, what are you guys taking note of, circling, stuff like that?
Yeah, well, we're really confident. We think we can do it. We think we can win the whole conference. We think we can steal games from a lot of. We don't think we can. We really think we can win every game from here on out. Like we don't think we can drop in another game. Obviously you're supposed to think that, but like
Yeah,
we're after that loss to Miramar, we are super confident. We have a so this season this week's gonna be a little easier, right? Like I said. Then the week after we're gonna be on the road at City on Friday, and then a home game Miracosta. So that City game's gonna be a big one. Obviously,
that's huge.
let's take down Miracosta. Let's focus on that first. But if we can steal one from City, which we're really confident, we lost to them about a month and a half ago.
Hmm.
Tough loss, neutral site. Not going to make excuses. We should have beat them, but we could take this from City at their place. I think we're really feeling good about taking conference home. You know,
Yeah,
so I'd say we're in good standing. Coach Ivan's in good standing. We're all confident. We're in. We're not sitting down thinking we lost after that one game. We're coming after everybody.
yeah.
So.
Have you heard
Yeah.
anything about City? Because last year when Palomar played them at home, there was a lot of fireworks that went off that game early in the game. Have you heard anything about that? Is there a little rivalry going on that you've heard?
I didn't. What went down? I was too busy watching every Miramar game. I was trying to make the team, but I was. Yeah.
You were there
What
hate
went down?
watching or what?
Oh yeah,
You
I was
know,
right. Yeah.
yeah. I I obviously didn't hear everything because we're kind of off to the side, so I don't want to like quote what happened. But there was apparently some words exchanged from their coach
Mm.
and with their players, and IP sorry, when I say IP, I mean Pomer. He was getting a little chatter from the bench, and he actually got teched up that game when all he did was he went, "I'm here," and they teched
Ooh.
him.
Yeah.
Even like they
Weak.
were chirping at him. So like, have you heard anything of that? You know,
Now that you say that, I kind of did remember something happened with Coach Ivan and Zay and all their head coach. I kind of did hear that. Wow. I mean, that just kind of like okay. So I mean, obviously we know the City is always a team to beat. We always figured
hmm
that, but you know. Now that I did hear something that coach was telling me at the beginning of the year, something that they did, but I mean that hearing that like that just like right there just lights a fire, just lights a fire. Like now we just go beat them. The coaches are very competitive as well. You know, their head coach. I mean, it's almost sometimes they're more competitive than players. They want to win.
yeah,
It's their egos that want to win too. So I
Hmm.
mean, if we walk into their place in downtown and we beat them, I mean, city talks about it. Like the whole city, not like the whole city in general, San Diego, they'll talk about it. They'll
Yeah.
pass it on. They'll keep talking about it. And that's what you want as a coach. You want bragging rights. You want people to talk about, hey, we just walked in and beat you guys. So
yeah,
I would say obviously that one that's a big one on I'm writing that one down. Obviously that's one you want to win. Um
yeah,
I never personally had problems with City, but at the end of the day though, like everyone's a problem. Like you don't like everyone. We were playing, you don't like anybody. I don't really like anybody, to be honest with you.
yeah,
But like nothing really happened personal level. But you know, I, all these schools outside of Palomar, you want to just kill. You just want to beat them all. Like, you don't care who's on the team, what they say about you. I just kind of shut it out. Especially I've gotten older too. Since I'm 22 now, I kind of gotten older. I kind of matured a lot, and I learned to just kind of shut it out when I have a little 19-year-old, 20-year-old, chirping at me. It's like, who are you guys? You were in high school last year. What are you talking to me for? And that's kind of how I kind of play it. But I'm always gonna stand up for my guys. If something happens this year, they get into it, I'm gonna be right there by their side the whole time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
back these guys up.
I love that. And I
Yeah.
also love that you mentioned the whole coaches and their ego and they want the bragging rights. Because me personally, I'm also a coach. So like I feel that. So I'm glad that you recognize that. I wish I
Yeah.
had players like you that wanted to win. Because personally, I hate losing more than I like winning. Like me
Oh,
personally. I don't know if you feel the same way. I wish I had
totally.
guys like you, man. Shoot. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like,
No,
dude, let's walk in, let's
you
beat them.
it,
Yeah.
it it comes with a love of the game too. That's where it starts. You got to love it, and then you got to have a mentality. Someone in the past had to. You almost got to get like growing up. You kind of got to get like get pissed off about something. Something got to be you got to be mad all the time when you're playing. In a way, I
Hmm.
say that meaning like you got to always got to come in like I'm gonna prove you guys wrong type of mentality. And I kind of like I kind of always kind of what's the word? I really like kind of like spectate what's going on. Sometimes like before I really like look around a little bit. What I'm trying to say. I'm kind of looking around, seeing what's going on with everybody. I kind of like analyze. I analyze a lot, like coaches, players. Get a feel for what's about to happen. And I see that. I mean, they want to win sometimes more than the players, and that's weird. You know what I mean? I mean, like the players should. This is the players' game. You guys should want to win. You guys should want to go out there and beat everybody. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's good that the coaches are like that. It's good that they're passionate about winning because now it brings they love basketball and it brings competitiveness. And that's all I love. I love it. I love it when it's like that. And then you want to win for your coach too, you know, and
Yeah.
you want to shut up the opponent's coach. You want to shut up their players so they can't say anything. It sucks when you lose a game and you got guys talking trash to you
Hmm.
about how we just beat you. I hate it. I hate losing. Hate it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Love that. Yeah. I said it
Yeah,
all the
no, and
time.
I
Yeah.
know it's JUCO too. You look for stats. People tend to look for stats to go to the next level, but to get to the next level, you got to win. You can't just
Hmm.
have a losing record and have 30 points per game. You're not going to go
Yeah.
anywhere. You lost 9 in a row. You know what I mean? You gotta have a winning record, a winning team, and so what if you're averaging not a lot? If you're doing things to win and you're helping your team win, you're going to get recruited. You know what I mean? So I kind of when I was younger, I was always like, "Oh, I gotta score 30 to, get here," and I've kind of learned, I just gotta play all great all around game, and if the ball comes where you need to score, and that's how the game dictates you, you
Yeah.
know. And I think the problem was, and I probably watched too much NBA growing up, like Westbrook, Harden. It's like, well, I saw those guys score 30 every night. It's like I feel like I got to do that if I want to get, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
when I'm watching college, you got the best players in college score maybe sometimes 10 points, but they
Yeah.
win and they have
Yeah.
a great all-around game. So I've watched a little bit more college more. I've kind of learned like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna get mad if I have 2 points, 4 points. I had 10 rebounds, for example. I was moving the ball. My teammate had 30. I'm proud of
Yeah.
him. I got to help him out. You know what I mean? So I just gotta that's kind of what I learned over the years.
What do you think about the two halves in college compared to four quarters? I personally, I
Yeah,
don't like it, but as a player, what do
that's
you think about it?
That's funny you say that. I'm a big four quarters type of guy too. I
Yeah.
love because I when in high school it was 4 quarters.
Yeah.
It was 8-minute quarters. I love it. I love it. I love that you have two in the NBA. It's two 12-minute quarters. It's fun, and it's more. I don't know what it is, but it's a little longer games too. But I don't know. 20-minute halves just seem. I don't know. It seems shorter, but I don't know. I've never been a fan of it. I've never been a fan of it. I mean, obviously, it doesn't really bother me too much now, but.
Hmm.
I would choose 4 quarters every day of the week for sure,
Yeah,
for
that seems
sure.
more like basketball.
It does, it does. I know the women, they play 4 quarters, or was
Yeah.
it 3? I think 4 quarters,
They play
right? Is it
four.
10
Four
minute
Yeah.
quarters.
10-minute
Yeah.
quarters?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I see. I would choose that over that. I would choose that.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, it just seems more it's like I don't know what it is. I think it's more it feels the game feels more dense and longer that way.
Hmm.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just
It
feel like
does.
sometimes 20 minutes kinda goes by a little fast, I'd
Yeah,
say.
it does. You don't have that
Yeah.
break of a quarter,
Yeah, you
and
don't.
stop
It
it.
it goes Yeah, it goes by a little fast. Like sometimes next thing you know, it's like you're at the 9-minute mark already after like 11 minutes. It goes by like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd choose 4 quarters for sure.
Yeah. I feel like Connor and I feel the same way. Like that first half goes by in like 30 minutes, and then the second half is like an hour and a half. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
True. Yeah, and exactly. That's when the refs start calling a lot more stuff in the second half. They slowed the game down. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
yeah.
You used to see the Friday game. I mean, they were slowing that game down. It came out so fast paced, and they slowed the game down in that second half. And by the time everyone was dead leg. But yeah, I like games. I like fast paced games, but at the same time, I like controlling the game and when it's fast paced, it's kind of like it'll be like and the whole game is all just transition. It's all
Hmm.
just a transition game. So I love fast paced, but being in control, like how you see Jalen Brunson just control it. He kind of
Yeah.
slows it down. He gets a quick bucket. It's fun that way too. But you know, yeah.
You got anything else, Trev? You,
Um, you watch any baseball, any football, or you just a basketball guy?
I've been watching the NFL playoffs. I've been watching. I mean, I watch baseball. I'm not big into like the players, but like I watch like I'm a big Padres guy. Like I know our lineup. I know I watch a lot of that. I mean, I was watching the 2022 playoffs. Let me tell you, I never seen San Diego rock like that ever,
no. Yeah.
ever. When
I
we
was
took out the
there.
Dodgers, you were at that game when Cronenworth hit that. He hit that. He hit that. I don't even know where he hit it. I can't remember. But he went
Yeah,
up like 7-6 on him when he hit that. When he hit it, and I
yeah.
was just like. Man, I haven't seen San Diego rock like that ever. But I like baseball. I will say the season it does get hard to watch. What is it? 165
62.
games,
Yeah.
62
Yeah.
games. It's hard to watch the full season. But when the playoffs start, I mean, I put it right up there with the NBA. I mean, the playoffs are that Dodger was it Game 6 or Game 7? Dodgers versus
Blue
who
Jays.
they won- it was Game 7, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that might have been the
Well,
greatest baseball game I ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hundred
Well,
percent.
Or was
game
it?
6 and 7 were
Was it
both
Game 6
crazy.
when it went to extra innings?
7,
Was it game?
7
I
went to
mean,
extra. Yeah,
that was like the craziest. And had that one guy had that crazy catch, and
Yeah.
I
yeah,
mean, because if they
Yeah.
drops it,
yeah.
they lose. Oh my gosh!
Yes.
That was the
As a
best game
Blue
I've ever
Jay,
seen. Yeah.
best game I ever seen, and that just put baseball really high up. Now people are gonna start watching baseball.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was good for the sport.
I
Yeah.
it really good for the sport. I love baseball. I mean, I wish Padres. I think their championship window's kind of closed right now.
Hmm.
I mean, I really because I think we're the best fans in the world. I think we know how to really turn up. You know what I mean? And I always say I wish we still had more sports teams, but we have one sports team in the San Diego Padres, and yeah, I just kind of think I mean, Machado's older now. I mean, Tatis is not. I don't know if Tatis is even the same player as he once was before
Doesn't
he
seem
started
like it.
taking. Yeah, before he got in the
Yeah.
motorcycle accident. Is that what he got
Yeah.
in? Or
Overrated. Yeah.
little bit. I mean, he had a great start to
Yeah.
great start to his career. It was almost like he was young and kind of was peaking a little bit, and all of a sudden, what happens is you get the money, you get paid, you stop working on your game. That's what
Yeah.
happens. Stop working
Hey,
on
he's
your
a
game.
great defender, though. He's the best right
But,
fielder in baseball. But his bat,
he's a
yeah,
great defender.
yeah.
You guys, but I don't know if you guys agree with this. I really like Soto. I really like Soto here. I liked him, even though he had his struggles, obviously. But I thought we were at our best and most powerful when we had Soto. I don't know. When we lost him, I thought we took a step back for sure.
Should have been. I mean, he's a top player in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on the Mets now, right? I mean, he was at the
Yeah.
Yankees, then he went to the Mets,
Yep.
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I don't know. He just keeps
I
moving around.
He's the
Yeah.
highest
Right.
paid
He just
player.
keeps moving
Yeah.
around. He's your favorite player?
No, he's the highest paid player.
Yeah.
765.
Yeah.
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 Oh, he's spit higher than
Insane.
Shohei?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah. He's
like
almost at 800 million, I think.
yeah, he's
Jeez
at
Louise. You,
Crazy.
you,
765. Yeah.
you know what I'm pissed about? I can't believe the Dodgers got Edwin Diaz. I can't believe that. I mean, come on. I mean, I know he had an ACL injury like 2 years ago, but I mean, Edwin
Hmm.
Diaz, he's one
Yeah.
of the best pitch, he's one of the best closers in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see they're gonna win 3 in a row. I don't see anyone.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I
I
like
don't
that.
see-
Yes, sir.
I hate the
Yes,
Dodgers, man.
sir.
Are you a Dodger fan? You're a Dodger fan.
Yes,
No,
sir. Yeah.
I can't stand them, man. I can't. Even though they got a lot of San Diego, they got when I was working at I worked at the Crosby for a bit in this nice neighborhood, and it would come in all the time. It was what's his name? Man, it's Tommy or what's his name? Tommy.
Tommy Edmond.
Tommy Edmond. He would come into the Crosby all the time. He ain't that big either. I was like, wow, this guy. He
Oh
was
yeah,
won the MVP in 2024 of the
Oh,
the playoff series.
yeah.
yeah.
NLCS MVP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Tommy Edmond, man, he's a beast. So he would come in all the time, and they're a lot of their staff are all San Diego guys too, the Dodgers.
Mm.
We got a lot of San Diego guys over there, but I don't like Dodgers at all, man. I can't.
Yeah, same here.
They're
I can't
fans,
stand
man.
them.
Yeah, they're fans, man. I can't, man. They're like Raider fans. You know what I mean?
Oh shoot.
I mean that is
Not
valid
you,
because
not
most
you,
Raider fans are
not
Dodger
exactly
fans.
you.
No. I'm not the
No,
typical
no,
Raider
yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
You
Are
can't
you a
even
Raider
tell.
fan?
I
Are you a
am.
Raider fan?
Can't even tell.
Well, they're in Vegas now. I was talking about when they were in Oakland. They're from
Yeah.
Oakland.
Different team.
Yeah, Vegas are probably a little bit better, but all of LA is all Raider fans, man.
Yeah, it
They don't,
is.
Yeah,
they don't
that is
support the
valid.
Raiders and the Chargers. Those teams shouldn't even be there. We should have
Yeah.
the Chargers. We should have the Clippers too.
San Diego Clippers,
Yes.
yeah.
We should
Yes.
here. They were here like 50, 60 years ago. You know, I, it's all about money though. But I wish it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't
No.
make any sense. I mean, why
San Diego deserves more than just the Padres.
Yeah, they got LA has two baseball teams, two hockey teams. I think they got two hockey teams. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I mean,
They
if you
got
count Anaheim. Yeah.
Yeah, I count Anaheim as
I
LA,
count them.
kind of. Yeah, and then so and they got two NBA teams, two football. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, come on! Like, let's. What are we doing here? San Diego has one baseball team, and they're not
Yeah.
even. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. We have better fans than LA too.
Whoa.
I agree.
Whoa.
That's
LA's
not
a bigger
crazy.
city. LA's a bigger city, but we're more passionate.
Okay.
Are you from LA?
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not.
This guy.
I'm from San Diego.
How did that
My-
happen?
Okay. You know who Adrian Gonzalez is? He's playing the Padres like long time ago. We were like 5 or 6 when he played for the Padres.
Okay.
I was a fan of him. I didn't really like I was just because my parents were Padres fans.
Oh.
So then I was a big Gonzalez fan. I don't know why I just picked him. Then
And
he
he
went
went
to the
to Dodgers.
Dodgers, and then as I got older, I started liking the team more. So I got on before we started winning. Okay, so I'm not a
That's fair.
bandwagon. Yeah,
That's fair. I
thank
believe
you.
it. Well, so how'd you start liking the Lakers?
He's a Laker fan.
Yeah, I've
I'm a
inherited.
Clipper
You're a Laker fan. You're a Laker fan. What's your team?
He's a Clipper fan.
Oh, you're a
Clippers,
Clipper
yeah.
fan. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense. And okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey, that's a good story to tell. Okay, Dodgers, you're there, Adrian Gonzalez. That makes sense. And then
Yes, sir.
then you guys had Matt Kemp. Didn't they have Matt Kemp for a bit? And he came to
Mhm.
and Machado. Machado too was a Dodger.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
Good
man,
times.
that was weird stuff. Matt Kemp team was terrible. Everyone was so hyped up about that team, like, oh, this Padre team's gonna win, and they won like 50 games, 60 games.
Yeah, they played horrible. They
Yeah.
had so
They
many
were
stars.
horrible. Yeah, oh my goodness. I mean, are we gonna have a good year this year, Padre? Are we anyone new? I mean, I know we got some young guys.
Well, they're not
Bogart-
spending much
Bogart's is kinda-
money, so
they're not.
They lost a lot of guys too.
lost a lot of pitching.
Who?
Mhm.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Cease went to Toronto.
I saw that. I saw that.
I think
He was good, too.
I think they'll be good.
You think he'll be above 500 type of team?
Yeah, I think they'll be like
Oh yeah.
verge of playoffs, wild card team, something like that.
Yeah, I love Profar. He's gone too, obviously now. Profar was like when he was on the team. He was
good.
He was good, dude. I love that. He was
balling.
like he reminded me of Dexter Fowler on the 2016 Cubs. You guys remember
Dude,
that
you know
2016
ball, bro.
Dude,
Little bit, bro.
you
I
know
know
ball.
ball.
Yeah,
Dexter Fowler, man, he was like,
he was a
you know,
dog.
him and Schwarber, bro. Like he was like those were
Yeah.
like the key. Even though it was mainly Rizzo and who was the other guy? It was
Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant. They were the main guys, obviously, but like the
Those were the glue
the-
guys.
the
Yeah.
dark horses were Dexter Fowler and Schwarber. I mean, those
Mhm.
guys, and they had one Latino dude too. Was it
Contreras,
Oh,
Wilson
Baez?
Contreras,
Oh,
or Javi Baez.
It might have been that he had a grand slam in the World Series. Oh my goodness, I'm a big Cubs fan too. My dad's from Chicago.
Okay, all
You know,
right.
so I follow the Cubs a little bit, but they haven't really been competitive. They were competitive last year, but they haven't won since.
They signed Alex Bregman the other day.
Did they? Yeah. No. See, I don't even know who that is to be honest with you, but because
He's a good player. He's a good player.
Yeah,
Peter.
they had someone good this year too. Or no, I'm thinking of someone else. Yeah, I don't
Well,
know why I was thinking of Bryce Harper. Is he still is he still with the Phillies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good team too. I like the
They
Phillies.
are.
Shorter
They're
and
fun.
Schwarber's their best player now.
Yeah,
Yeah, huh?
he's better. Yeah.
He's actually better than
Yeah.
Harper now. He ended up being really good,
Yeah, he's really
you
good.
know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so baseball's cool, NFL, the NFL. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't know. It could be a little rigged, honestly. I don't know. The
Mm.
NFL seems a little rigged. It kind of seems entertaining. It's a little Hollywood for me. I don't know. I'm not really. I like. I mean, Chargers were. I hate Spanos, so it's hard to support the Chargers. But they were
Mm.
terrible. Terrible yesterday.
Yeah.
But I do like Baker. I love Tampa. I like Baker
Yes.
Oh,
too. I'm
yeah.
a
Yes.
big Baker fan, bro. I love Baker. He's just like he just don't care what anyone think about him. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to go
Not
out
at
there and
all.
win. He's like 6 foot, 6'1". Like he don't care. He's flashy. What I like about him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm a
And
big
he's
Baker
another guy
guy.
that was wrote off, like, his whole life too.
Oh yeah, whole
Yeah.
life. And I thought they could have made a push this year if they didn't lose Mike Evans early.
Yeah.
They lost
No.
those guys early. They lost a couple guys with ACL. And who do you guys think is gonna win all this year?
Well, both of our picks got eliminated. I thought the Jags were gonna win, and they're done. First
Oh,
rounded.
is it Trevor Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no. I mean, the 49ers look really good, but they lost
They do.
Kittle, so that Cinderella story is probably gonna end here soon. They'll get
Yeah.
beat. Who they playing next? Seahawks?
Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seattle.
yeah. That's what is that? What's his name?
Sam
Sam
Darnold?
Darnold.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, Sam Darnold. They got dude, he went to USC, man. He's a good
Yeah,
quarterback.
he's a Trojan. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Fight
I
on.
like his. He's good. But do you guys think Drake May is gonna win MVP or Stafford?
I think
Stafford.
Stafford. Yeah, Stafford.
Yeah, I think Stafford's gonna. I'm happy for Stafford because he's an OG, bro. Like I was
He
watching when I was a
is.
younger kid too. That's what kind of made me happy to see him in there.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was like,
his legacy is about to take a jump if he wins another Super Bowl and an
wins MVP.
MVP.
He's like 37 too. It's like out of
Yeah.
nowhere, like he just wins MVP.
And if he gets
And
another
then
ring this year,
can the Rams do it? You think?
I think they
Can
I
can.
think so.
Yeah.
I think they're the strongest team in the playoffs.
Oh,
I agree.
really? Okay, so
Yeah.
you're not sold on the Broncos or
I
Nah.
like the Bills and the Rams,
Mm.
in the Rams?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the Texans, CJ Stroud looked pretty good too.
Well,
Mm.
he didn't look good
Yeah.
last night. He
Yeah,
looked all right.
But his
yeah, I
defense
know.
could carry
The
him.
defense was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who do the Bears play next? Are they playing the Broncos? Or
They're
They play
playing
the
the
Rams.
Rams.
they play? Well, that's gonna be a hell of a
That's going to
game.
be a game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hell of a game. You guys like that Caleb Williams kid?
Dude, he's
Yeah.
my guy.
Oh, is he? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
playing good now. He's really turning up. He's showing out. He's
He's
showing out.
balling. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a hell of a game. That'll be a hell of a game. But yeah, so I know a little bit of NFL, MLB, but I'm like I can talk about NBA. I know NBA everything about the NBA. I have Twitter, guys. I have Twitter. I have the notifications up every second of the day.
Yeah. Oh,
There
I
yeah.
you
know
go.
I know about a trade instantly. I'm like, oh wow. And
Yeah.
it's
You
awesome.
think
So
you think John Morant gets moved?
yeah, and I heard he wants to be in Miami. That's what I say too. I
Miami.
I, I
Mm.
think him in Miami would be awesome. I think he gets moved. I think Giannis is too big of a guy to get moved, so I think it's more of an off-season push.
Yeah.
I think Anthony Davis won't get moved. No one wants him. He's too
Mhm.
injured too much.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of crazy moves. I think I'm a Thunder fan. I think my Thunder's gonna stay really like silent, but you know, I think it's gonna be a crazy deadline. But at the end of the day, it seems like the Thunder are gonna go back to back. I don't see anyone beating us.
If
Shea's
there
gonna win
I was just about to ask you, if there was a team not the Thunder, who would you pick besides OKC?
healthy Denver. That's the only
Denver,
team I
okay.
fear. That's the only team I fear. Spurs are too young. Too young.
They got your number right now.
Yeah.
They do. We beat them tonight, though. We beat them by
There you
about
go.
20 tonight. So yeah,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
do
yeah.
got our number this year. That I was like, come on, guys. We lose on Christmas Day. I'm like, come on, man. But long season. I was hoping we were going for that Golden State Warrior record, but it looks like we're not going to get it now.
Yeah, that
But
probably won't happen.
we had a bad stretch of December to end it off. Oof. But yeah, man, this podcast was awesome, though, guys. I loved it.
Yeah,
had a
I
good time.
appreciate
Really
you
good
coming
time.
on. Appreciate all your time, the kind words.
Yeah, yeah.
Best of luck tomorrow. Maybe we'll see
Yeah.
you there. We'll see you guys
Hopefully.
at some point
I
during the
hope.
rest of the season.
I'll talk to Dan. How do I watch the podcast? Do you guys push post or does it save to my? How does it work? Do I just like watch
We'll
it
put it up
after?
on YouTube. It'll come out in a few days. We'll send you the link too.
Oh, fire, man. That's awesome. Dude,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I can't wait. I'm gonna send it out to people, give you guys some, help you guys out a little bit. But it was
Hey,
great,
yes,
man. It was
sir.
great hearing from you guys. I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course, man. Well,
sir.
thank you.